Hello and welcome to YesMayIHelpYou.com. This is your host Fifa with you. Today we have our guest, Mr. Hussain Misherghi, who is the CEO of a website called Foodonclick.com, which is the biggest online food delivery portal of UAE. Thank you very much, Mr. Hussain Misherghi, for joining us here today. Now, could you please tell us the history of Foodonclick.com? Like, what was the story behind launching the website Foodonclick?
Sure. Foodonclick is actually owned by YesMayIHelpYou.com. YesMayIHelpYou started in 2000, and today it's the largest online food delivery portal in the world, based in Turkey. The founders of YesMayIHelpYou decided a few years ago to launch in the Middle East. So we launched Foodonclick.com as an offshoot of YesMayIHelpYou in June 2010. The founders were big believers in Middle East as a growing tech-savvy market. And over the past couple of years, Foodonclick has been doing very well. We raised $44 million to expand our operations in the region last fall, so we're very optimistic about being here in the Middle East.
Awesome, though. So how does the website Foodonclick.com actually works?
So Foodonclick is very simple, right? The idea is to make it as easy as possible and as convenient as possible for customers to order food online. When someone visits our website, they just have to choose their neighborhood, the type of food they're after, so maybe Indian food, Italian food, Arabic food, and then they can browse a list of restaurants. They choose the restaurant they want to order from, and they can see the full menu and place an order online. It's very easy. The only thing we need for a customer to register is to give us their name, address, and phone number, and they can go ahead and place an order.
What are the benefits of the consumers in UAE who will be using your website?
Sure. So for customers, there are a few reasons why people decide to use Foodonclick. Right? The primary reason is customers want to be able to go to one place and see a list of all the restaurants that deliver in their area. What's great about Foodonclick is that some people in the UAE tend to collect menus from restaurants and just keep them in their kitchen counter. Well, those menus can sometimes be outdated. Prices may change. Menu items and special promotions in particular change very often. So on Foodonclick, people will be able to, at any point in time, visit our website, see a full list of restaurants that accept orders from their region, and actually place an order online. And when you compare it to ordering by the phone, there's far fewer instances of problematic orders because a customer's order is actually sent in writing to a restaurant. So if someone says, I don't want onions or I don't want cheese, that's going to be written down, and our call center will actually double check that with the restaurant and make sure that they fulfill the customer's order the way that they want it. So customers typically appreciate that a lot.
What are the benefits of other businesses if they will tie up or connect with Foodonclick.com?
We're right now working with nearly 1,000 restaurant partners, and the reasons that they join Foodonclick are largely the same. The primary reason a restaurant wants to join Foodonclick is so that they can get their name out there. The benefits are twofold for restaurants. First is discoverability. So when a customer is browsing the internet, searching something on Google such as food delivery Dubai or pizza Jumeirah Beach residence, Foodonclick will be the first result they see. And so restaurants that don't otherwise have an internet presence can easily be found on our website. And secondly is, we have a platform where people can not just be discovered online, but, we handle the full ordering process on our website. So we make it very easy for those users who've then found the restaurant they want to order from to be able to complete the purchase cycle and place an order on our website. Secondly, we have a 24-hour call center. So restaurants typically appreciate that we have a way, and with 12 years of experience from YesMayIHelpYou, we've kind of dealt with every problem, a delivery problem a restaurant can imagine. And so restaurants are very comfortable in our ability to help their customers place orders successfully.
What is the convenience of online ordering rather than ordering on phone? Tell us from a customer's perspective and from business partner's perspective as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the customers, very easy. Again, because the order is going to be transmitted to the restaurant in writing via our own software, we know that the restaurant is going to see, and you know, rather than relying on a phone where they may not hear every detail of the customer's order, they're going to see everything written down, right? So that's a big benefit for the customer.
Business partner's perspective?
Sure. So for the businesses, firstly is we're not holding up their phone lines. So you can have multiple people ordering from Foodonclickcom at the same time, and someone can also be ordering on the phone. So there's no limit to how many orders they can receive at a time through us. And secondly, we provide them with the name, address, and description of the customer. And our call center is available to help the restaurants find the location. I mean, one thing we struggle with in this part of the world is that there isn't a very good address system. So sometimes a restaurant may not exactly know how to find the user's residence. Sometimes the users aren't very good about answering their phone when the delivery driver drives. So at any time, you know, the restaurant's delivery driver can call us, absolutely, and we'll help them find that location.
Me as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean those are the main benefits. I can go into a lot of details, but I think usually the customers, again, it's about knowing that their order will be successful, knowing that they can see the most recent menus and promotions on our website, and for the customers, you know, we're able to guide them with our call center to make sure that the order is successful, and we don't hang up their phone lines.
Why online ordering is booming in UAE?
There are a lot of reasons for that. You know, firstly, it's a very young, tech-savvy population. Mobile penetration is above 60% in the UAE, higher in other places in the Gulf. And, you know, also there's a very strong delivery culture. In California, for example, places like, you know, Indian restaurants, Arabic restaurants don't do delivery. Delivery is pretty much limited to pizza places. Whereas in the UAE, nearly every restaurant does provide delivery. It's mostly free of charge. And you know, customers are quite busy. So they're always happy to try out things that'll make food come to them more quickly and much more easily. On our website, particularly if they already know what they want to order, it's typically just a few clicks to place an order, and the food will be ready in less than an hour.
Why did you guys choose to build your website concentrating on food items? Like, what was the idea behind this?
Well, previously, I had been working on an online fashion business. And, you know, fashion is great for a lot of reasons. But when the opportunity to join Foodonclick came, I got very excited. Because people order food very frequently, you know, as compared to clothing. Someone might choose to buy clothing, you know, maybe once or twice a month, but people typically eat 3 times a day. And in the UAE, I once read that this is the #1 place where people order food delivered to their homes. I mean,
there are lots of food lovers over here in UAE.
Yeah, I heard it's actually on average 11 times per week, which is huge. And I know for myself, it's much higher. I order out twice per day, so that's 14 times. With food, I think that the opportunity is very large, and I think our business model, well, there are 3 stakeholders, right? There's Foodonclick, of course, there are the customers, and there are the restaurants. I think the value proposition for all 3 is very clear. You know, for the restaurants, again, we're making them discoverable online. We're providing an additional sales channel for them. Some restaurants have said that we've increased their orders anywhere from 20 to 30%. And for the customers, you know, it can be very difficult to find, you know, the right place to order. I know myself, I'm very picky. And so I need to see lots and lots of options to find the place that I want. And sometimes I want to try something new. So I think an online food delivery portal, as we know from Turkey.
A new concept, you can say, like, a different one.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's also a proven concept. So YesMayIHelpYou has been around for 12 years. They are a very, very large and successful company in Turkey. And I hope that Foodonclick will emulate them, and we're definitely on the path to doing so. So it's a business I'm very excited about.
Do you think there is a bright future in UAE for online businesses, as UAE is under developing stage? Could you please tell us your assumption?
It is. I decided to move to this part of the world 2 years ago to work in technology, and I think there's no bigger investment I can make than in myself. And so me coming here and deciding to trust my career in this part of the world means that I myself am very excited about tech in the region. I recently attended the ArabNet conference in Beirut.
Okay.
Met a lot of fantastic entrepreneurs. There are some people doing very cool things here, and I think that the future is very, very bright in this part of the world.
Right. So it's going to be booming.
Absolutely.
For other online businesses.
Absolutely.
Tell us your vision for Foodonclick.com.
I definitely think that we have a fantastic team. Our team will probably double in size in the next year. And where I think we're headed is there's still so much room to grow. In our core business, we're planning to expand to. Well, we recently launched in Oman and Qatar.
Okay.
So we're now operating in 3 countries.
You guys are expanding.
Exactly. We're going to be launching in Saudi Arabia soon, and potentially other countries as well. So there's a very, very big opportunity for us to grow geographically. We're definitely dominating the UAE, Oman, and Qatar, and so we're very excited about Saudi Arabia. Now, we just a few months ago, we began a very big marketing campaign. So I definitely think that our business has a lot of room to grow. Beyond that, there are a lot of other interesting areas, where I see Foodonclick developing. One thing I'm particularly excited about is eventually working with companies. A lot of companies want to provide benefits to their employees in the form of lunch vouchers or company-provided meals. I think Foodonclick can definitely provide a benefit to companies looking to do that. We also have opportunities to look at other things such as grocery. So I mean, those are off in the future. Okay. But I definitely see a lot of opportunities for Foodonclick. But right now, what I'm concentrated on is this geographic expansion, building our business. Even in the UAE, where we have 1,000 restaurant partners, where we've been in the market now for 3 years, and we're doing very well. I still think that there's a lot of room to grow.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hussain Misherghi, for joining us here today.
Thank you very much for having me. And I'd like to also add that Foodonclick.com is very easy to use. You can log into our website. We're also on Twitter and Facebook if you want to follow us. We have an iPhone application, which is free to download if you'd like to try us out on your mobile phone. Thank you.
Do visit our website, YesMayIHelpYou.com. Like us on Facebook.com/YesMayIHelpYou. Also, follow us on Twitter as well. This is your host, FIFA, signing out right now. Goodbye and take care.